Welcome to another episode of Blended Views Unfiltered, where we talk life, love, and business. This is DeAndre.
This is Nick.
It's me.
Normally I would introduce some guests, but they've both been here quite a few times, so you guys can introduce yourselves.
I'm Shayla.
Put the mic in your mouth. Yeah. When you watch this back, when I said that, she went.
Why not?
She did, though.
No, I did not.
Y'all kicking it off spicy
Came out a
already.
little bit.
So you want to move the mic towards you, so that you can actually. That's how podcasts work. So you move it. There you go. Well, act like you've handled one before. Just okay. You can.
I'm Mark,
I'm Mark.
the innocent one.
Yeah.
Who's the guilty one?
You know, Mark, you can be a voice actor. You got one of the best voices. You know, I just wanted to put that out there.
Why did we throw out the innocent one, though?
He's innocent
Okay.
for now.
Yep. So this is like a few days before Thanksgiving. We figured this is like a Friendsgiving episode. We got friends on today.
Where the fuck is the giving? Where's the food?
I gave you the opportunity to come here and you came. Okay. You walked in with Taco Bell. That's the food. I did bring some slices of pound cake though. Not the kind of pound cake that you like, but
Chocolate?
the edible kind.
Chocolate?
What?
What? Dang.
Boy, go to hell. Like, we ain't even been recording for 5 minutes and you on trash.
Not even.
It's the edible kind. How was your weekend? I guess we'll start off there. Good weekend? Everybody have a good weekend?
It was a great weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I was the only one that had a good weekend.
Yeah, everybody else is looking. I mean,
Everybody just looking, shaking their head.
I blinked my eyes and it was gone.
yeah.
What you be doing?
Sleep in church. That's it.
Sleeping in church?
But that's a
No, sleep and
Oh.
church.
but that's a great weekend too. Be in the house of the Lord.
That's right.
On the good old piano.
Sile?
Oh, I was at work.
What does that mean? It could be a good weekend at work. You
It
love
wasn't.
what you love what you do?
Fuck no.
Oh well, let's keep it moving. Shay, how was your weekend?
It was cool. It was chill.
That's good.
That's good. That's good. I'm throwing a lot of stuff at y'all today. Got a lot of questions, a lot of random topics, a lot of good ones. The first one we go talk about is when was the moment that you guys knew that you were good in bed?
I don't know if I want to answer that.
Why did it get quiet?
Like, that's the most awkward.
When was the
I
moment?
plead the fifth.
Whoa,
Yeah, I
whoa,
did
whoa,
too.
whoa, 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 whoa.
That's so awkward.
Why?
What?
Are you not good in bed?
I plead the fifth.
Nick.
Well, I just aim to please my wife. as long as she's taken care of.
Nick.
I don't particularly know if I'm good. I'm good to her.
Okay.
When was
Good
the moment that you knew that?
She was asleep afterward. You know, that's my standard. Is sleep. You ain't going to
I
sleep.
think a lot of us go to sleep after.
How heavy?
Well, I'm a natural heavy sleeper, so.
You sleep to the next morning, and it ain't dark yet.
Mark?
Well, my safe answer is I helped produce 4 of the most beautiful young daughters that have walked the face of the earth.
That is an extremely safe answer.
Amen.
That's when I knew. what I was
Now,
doing.
since there's a lot of people out here that does that who aren't particularly that good, what's the unsafe answer?
I heard Michael B. Jordan.
Well, I'll just say this. I found myself in many precarious and dangerous situations that I didn't need to be in. And that's why I took a break from it, because it was putting me in some very compromising situations where at some points my safety was
Dang.
at risk. So
Mark just took us deep.
Not only, literally, pause.
Yeah, pause.
But both of these jokers went.
What about you?
What about me? I'm the host.
You always
and you
try
didn't
to,
answer one question yet, or you
I-
didn't
You
answer the
answered-
question. You didn't answer the question. You talking about something? You plead the fifth. You answer the question, then I will too.
Okay, well, next.
Wait, hold on. See, this is the reason we have women on the show. You know, blended views, unfiltered. Like,
I've never been the one to talk publicly about my sexual life. Like,
well, I'm not asking you to go into deep detail, but you know, like, when did you know? All right.
I mean, all my exes try to come back.
That's a good answer.
Okay. What does that mean?
It must be good.
Can we get a real answer?
You want me to repeat the same stuff I did?
All right, y'all. Y'all hip to the phone ceiling challenge?
The who?
The phone.
I saw that. I just don't understand what is the point of it.
Yeah.
I don't
Is that
understand
where you
what.
tape the phone up and everybody just does some
Yeah,
like weird
yeah.
randomness?
One of the greatest challenges they didn't
But
came out
what
with.
is the point? What are you supposed to be
What's
doing?
you
the
seen it?
challenge?
I'm not hip.
What
Because
is
I've
the
seen people
challenge?
do it, but everybody does something different.
They do.
So I don't know what the point of it is.
How it started though. Tape the phone up, and then usually like a chick does something weird, but then she ends up twerking or show.
I definitely did not see.
It gives
any
a
of that.
total different viewpoint of, you know.
I saw people tape it up. A couple eating pizza and doing date night. Another group of friends, they taped it up and were eating food. I never saw the twerking thing.
Yeah, I haven't seen any yet.
Yeah.
I'm totally not hip.
Get hip. With you and Shamar, get hip together.
I'm not. I don't know.
Mark, you hip.
Hey, the coworker showed me, man. I had to walk away from the phone.
It's a beautiful challenge. That's all I got to say. It's a pretty nice challenge.
What you be doing looking at it?
Just looking.
Why it's beautiful to you?
It's just beautiful.
Why?
And women are beautiful.
What they be doing?
Everything.
Like what?
Anything you can imagine. You should do one tonight.
I'm too short to get my phone on the table.
I'll put it up there for you.
What is the damn next question?
All right, here's a hot topic for the week, right? This is one of my group chats. Do you guys think it's okay to look out for your ex when you're in a new relationship?
No,
No.
no. It's so awkward. Like looking out for your ex for in what way? Why?
I guess it's relative, situational.
Would this be a baby mother ex or just
Could be either or.
if it was a baby mom ex? Then I guess I would look out for the sake of my child.
Mm-hmm.
If it's solely an ex, then no, I ain't looking out.
So what if baby mom? What if it didn't have anything to do with the child? Had to do with her?
No, I will only look out if it benefits. Like, okay, if your rent need paid, if my daughter or my son is living there, then obviously I'm not gonna have my kids homeless. If there needs groceries, obviously I'm not gonna have my kids not eating. You calling me because you got to go out of town? Yeah, you just gonna have to miss that trip.
Wait. But that's your kid. Like you gotta watch
No,
your
if
kid.
she's going out of town, I'll watch my kid, but I ain't helping you get out of town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not helping my ex. I mean, once we become ex, you lose all benefits to this in every way.
Benefits to what?
Yes.
I heard that.
I didn't like that look you just gave.
What? Don't you start this.
I'll talk to you off camera.
So let's say one of y'all jokers had a flat tire.
Yeah.
You called your ex. That was your first because you were just used to doing it. Just say y'all been broken up for about a year or so. All right. You in a new relationship though. You call your ex.
I'm not calling my ex if I'm in a relationship for a flat tire.
But what if your new guy is not a hands-on type person?
Then you better find a way. Pull up a
Yes.
YouTube video. I'm not calling my ex if I have a man for a flat tire.
I don't
not
think
calling
I
him at
want
all.
to date someone who can't do anything like that.
Find a way. If you can't change it, you better bring somebody with you that can. Or bring me a tow truck and get me out of here.
Okay, so what if same scenario except for you're single, He's not.
I'm not calling my ex if I know he's in a relationship. That's weird.
So, but what if it was like your best friend?
Like a
Is
buddy?
he still in a relationship? I'm not calling him to look out for me. He's in a
If he
relationship.
was your last resort, you wouldn't even call him.
In what situation would my ex be my last resort?
Like, what if, like, when Sheila called Mike?
There you go with this.
Like, when Mike had cancer and Sheila, and Mike called Sheila.
Why do you keep letting him do this?
I just got to put some context to the question.
Before you know it, he's gonna be
Show
talking
them
about
y'all asked,
Sheila going
the
up
ex
that.
died and your
Why do you keep doing this?
That just made me think, like, Mike was down and out. He had a little issue. He called Sheila.
Why did he call Sheila?
Well,
That's what we talking about.
Sheila was looking out.
No,
So you guys wouldn't call,
no.
and there wouldn't be an expectation.
I can't necessarily say that, but because I've been in a situation where I've had to call I didn't have to, but I did. But that was my kid's father.
Did it pertain to the kids?
No.
So why did you have to call him?
Well, me and my kids were in the car, and my car was overheating, and I was in Cleveland. He lived in Cleveland, so he came out.
So it
No,
did
well,
pertain to
But
the
that
kids
benefits the
then.
kids.
I mean,
we gotta
yeah.
get the kid. We can't have the kids stranded.
And then, I think another one was, we were trapped in the house. It was, a really bad snowstorm. We were trapped in the house, and he came and had someone come shovel my car out.
That's beneficial for the kids too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't call me. You trapped in the house. My kids ain't there.
Oh, you didn't have. You just whispered that. Say that louder, please.
I didn't have them, but I had to go get them.
Oh well.
So because I had to go get them, they were in Cleveland. I was still, home. He had someone come shovel my car out. So,
I don't know. What do you think about that, Nick?
If you had to go get now, if you called me, I would have to ask, where are you going? You gotta go get the kids.
Look, he was actually
Is
traveling.
there a shovel there? How long do you get before you gotta get the kids? Do you have gloves? Is there salt at the house? I think you got more than enough
And the
time to
answer
get.
to all of that was no.
Then I'll be there.
Answer to all of that was no.
Then I'll be there.
Okay.
I don't know. Listen, this is
Actually, one time I didn't even call him. His dad, at the time when his dad was still here, his dad came over my house and shoveled my porch and everything, wiped my
himself?
car off. Yeah, I didn't even ask him. He just came over and did it.
She might be right. The exes do be coming back. You got a point now.
He even sent the dad back.
Sent the dad back. What you, Mark?
From experience, I would have to talk to the woman I'm in a relationship about it first before going to help out an ex or previous situation.
What if you wasn't in a relationship? It's just you and your own.
It depends on who the ex is and the terms that we dispersed or went separate ways. So there's a lot of factors that go into me stopping everything I'm doing to be there for somebody else.
Yeah. I just personally think that, man, you got to be careful with and especially from a woman's perspective, the law of reciprocity, you look out or a dude look out for you, he's going to expect something in return. It's just the way we live.
Is that how you think, or is that how we should think?
It's called the law of reciprocity.
Oh, I don't think
It's
so.
like a business term and everything. That's why business, that's why buy one, get one free, or get 50%. Or we're expecting that if I give you percentage off, you're going to return a favor. So it's like at some point, it's like you go into a store, if it's buy one, get one free, oh, well, let me get two. Nobody ever just takes the initial bait. It's almost like, well, if they're doing this for me, then let me do it. It's just the way we as human beings think. So
You think it's always got to be like a give and take?
I think that I'm not generalizing, but I think naturally a lot of people is going to feel like I got to do something in return. So if this person came to shovel you out and then he called you the next week with a favor, are you more likely to just say no? Or it's like, well, he did just help me out. It's just the way us human beings think. So you got to be careful of putting yourself in a situation that now you're indebted. And it could just be in the back of your mind that I'm indebted to this person because he just helped me out when I needed him. So it's like even if it's ridiculous, you are gonna think twice about, well, unless it's like, obviously if it's not like off the chain, but Now, if this person call you, hey, can I, or can you boom, 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 you're going to think about it. You're going to give it some extra thought just because he just helped you out. That's human nature. Whether you say no or yes, you're going to give it a thought.
That makes sense.
That's why I just think sometimes you do have to be careful with who you're helping. And like Mark said, I agree with Mark who that ex is and what's what's going on with that situation and stuff like that.
So there's never going to be an expectation that the ex has to answer the phone for you guys, right? But you would consult with your. Well, what would you guys do? So what would you do in a situation where if an ex, either one of y'all, you kind of like hinted towards it, but would you ignore a phone call if you seen the ex calling? Or would you kind of wait till later to answer the phone?
See, for me, I wouldn't answer the phone.
Okay.
I wouldn't answer the phone. What I would do, I would probably send a message like, especially, if they're blowing you up and, that type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
What's going on. But if they just called one time and, there's no future follow-up or anything, then there's no reason for me to reach out to them.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would have to agree.
Yeah. What about you, ladies?
Unless it's life or death. I mean, I can't see myself doing nothing.
Scared of this dance.
Ma'am?
What?
Do we need to repeat the question?
Yeah.
No, you should be paying attention.
What did he ask?
Would
you answer?
Would you help out your ex? Y'all said y'all wouldn't call for help, but would y'all help out an ex?
Yeah.
It depends.
If
on
I'm
who
in
the
a
ex
relationship
is.
or no?
Let's say you're in a relationship
I think I would.
and your ex calls you.
I would pull. Oh, he called me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know. I don't know. I may answer it. I may not. Because part of me gonna be like, well, "What do you want?" And then the other part is like, "Why are you calling me?" So I don't know if I would answer the phone. It has to be like in that moment. If like what's this fucker want? He hasn't called in a while.
Super awkward, though.
Yeah, because it's like part of me literally would want to know, what do you want? And then the other part is like, why are you calling? So I don't know if I would answer
A
it
lot
or
of
not.
women say that. Well, I answered because I just wanted to know why he was calling. I haven't talked to him in a while. I wanted to know why he was calling. Why is that? What's the curiosity about? If you're happy in a relationship, let's say you're happy.
I'm not answering.
Like, if you're happy, why is there such curiosity
I don't know.
when an ex calls?
I don't know. I really don't have an answer for you.
I feel like that's why I have voicemail.
In text.
Text is the same thing, though, because text, you go get the same result as a phone call. It's communication.
Because I don't know how I will feel from the other side of my wife helping out her ex.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to ever do that.
I don't even know how I would feel for you pick. Why are you even talking to him?
Yeah.
Especially
Like, as the woman,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I feel like if my man's ex is calling him, I feel like I have every right to know. So he has every right to know if I have an ex calling. I feel like it will be uncomfortable for me. So why wouldn't I think it would be uncomfortable for him?
I guess I'm questioning the curiosity of it.
Well, I'm not.
And how
answering
much
part.
that kind of resonates, right?
Yeah.
Because the call could come through, and then if you're still thinking about it some hours later, and I'm curious. I want to know what the curiosity is about. Because if you've truly moved on and you don't care,
I don't think I would be curious if I was in a relationship, but if I'm single and
well, that's different though.
yeah,
In a relationship, though,
I'm not.
it's a lot of curious people as to why that phone's ringing.
What they say, curiosity.
Kills the
Curiosity
cat.
kills the cat.
Yeah. If you let him, you go kill the cat.
That's how I feel. I mean,
You off your rockers today.
I feel like there's nothing that you need to be discussing or dealing with your ex. So then I'll be like, hey, brother, you ain't got nobody else you can call but my wife.
Right?
It's the only person that can help you out in this
And all
situation.
your friends.
Yeah, nah, you on some games.
Yeah.
That's what I be on.
And, some exes still call you just because they know
They know you gonna answer.
Yep.
next to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some petty stuff.
I've been there.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful. They want to see if you gonna answer. If I can get you to come help out, because if I can do that, I got you.
Yeah.
petty relationship person that's talking about put them on speaker.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, y'all really do?
Put him on speaker is crazy.
Oh, you do.
Put that nigga on.
You have. Oh gosh.
Did you do it?
You did it.
Why?
I didn't answer.
Oh.
Well, so why? How is she saying put it on speaker? Then?
No, because she was like, you need to answer the phone and put it on speaker. I'm like, no, I ain't about to.
Why you ain't answer it?
See, I think for me.
Wait, Mark. Wait. Why you ain't answer it?
No, here's the answer. For me, I don't like not being able to control the variables around me. So you don't know why they're calling. You don't know what they might be on. What if, God forbid, the woman is calling and they're on some, hey, I need to see you tonight, or
Right.
or they might be playing on the phone talking about, hey,
That's not even.
I enjoyed you last night, and I haven't seen this chick in 6 years. And
Ain't
now
got nothing
I
to do with
explain
you.
to her.
Yeah.
No, I've seen it all.
Imagine.
I've seen it all.
You seen it or you experienced it?
Some of which I have experienced. Where,
Wait, but you said you didn't answer the phone, so how you
no,
experience it?
I didn't answer the phone in the future because it has happened in the past. So I'll give you an example. And Ray, I think I told you this years back, where I was at the gas station and some woman that I hadn't seen in years called because she knew I was with old girl, and she said, "Man, Mark, I really enjoyed everything you did yesterday." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
I would have passed away.
So then, now, old girl is mad, right? And then the other girl called me back later. She was like, "I just wanted to make her mad."
You answered the phone again?
That is
No.
petty.
After
That was in
ran into
person. That was in person.
I got back to my house and I called her. I was like, "Why you do that?" She's like, "I just wanted to piss her off. I don't like her."
Why don't you like it?
That's between them.
Imagine you ain't
She
talked
was
to your
saying
ex
she didn't like
in
the-
years.
How do you not like somebody that you
And they
don't
call
know?
you and be like, you dropped that dick off last night. And
So
you,
that's why I was talking about being able to control the variables around me.
Something's wrong with that.
Because I don't like being blindsided. I don't like being blindsided. Now, if I happen to see the girl at the mall and she fell off a little bit and they need help with something, then if they call later, I can kind of be prepared for it. But just out of the blue, you're calling.
Yeah, how bad you fell off.
Mark, how you gonna know if she fell off or
I'm
not?
just saying.
What's she looking like, falling off?
I don't care if I seen her sleeping on the side of the road.
You know what? I plead the fifth.
Now we going deep in it.
I ain't got
Don't sound so innocent to me.
Listen, your situation is not my responsibility.
Listen,
Let me tell you something.
Wait, Mark, wait. What if you see her at the mall and you see her, she fell off, and she call you later and she like, Mark, I just really need help. And you like, yeah, I see you fell off. She like, the only way you can help me, I need some dick. What you gonna say? You said you'll help her if you see that she fell off.
No,
she fell off.
They got stuff.
She got an instigator's laugh.
Mark,
Said that.
Mark, what you
Off
gonna
the
do?
chain.
No, she said she needs you.
I'm good.
You said that you got good sex because you got daughters. Yes, you did. Yes, you did say that.
Those
Yes, you
4
did.
daughters.
You said you know that you beating backs down because you got 4 daughters. Now you said hell no. This came out your mouth. I need to know. You also said
She ain't letting him
I
live.
help her if I see she fell off and you see she fell off. My girl looking crazy going through it. She hit you later on like, no,
Well,
hell
you
no,
ain't-
Mark. No, you ain't saying shit about no resource. She hit
Come
you
on
later.
now, Si. You ain't looking crazy because you ain't had no dick.
You don't know. My girl face breaking out, all of that.
That ain't got nothing to do with no
yes,
dick.
it do. Sex bumps is real. Yes, it is. She hit you and she like, Mark, I'm so glad I seen you today at the mall. I just really need something. And you like, oh, what's wrong, Sharon? What do you need?
Sharon?
And she just, I don't know, it's her first name. And she just like, I need a little dick.
Sorry, you said I'm going naive. I'm gonna.
I'm just doing what you said. You said, I mean, I help her if she fell off. I see she fell off. I just want to
No, I
know how
didn't say I
far.
would help her.
Yeah.
I said
Mark,
it would be a.
what's his last name?
It would be a precursor
What's his man last name?
to me actually answering the
no.
call because
The precursor is you seen her in the mall falling off.
I just seen her.
What is fell off?
It fell off like getting fat.
Wait now.
Look at Nick.
You can tell when
Hold on now.
Oh,
Stop
God.
right there. Stop right there for a second, Mark. I know she did not just say this.
I heard her. Hey, I heard her say it. She said that. What you think she said?
Okay,
she
pause
said
the memory and stop the pain.
Take us out of here.
Take us out of here. She
What's
just
your
said,
takeaway?
she just said fell off. Listen. She said, does it mean you fell off if you got fat?
Let me make a clarifying statement. So basically, you've seen it when somebody fall on hard times.
Yeah.
You can tell like they haven't had anything to eat in a while or something
Right.
like
Or
that.
had
Oh,
too,
that's the fall off.
or had too much to eat.
He said fall on hard times.
They fall on hard times. Like
We had too much to eat.
Dirty and like okay, there's Salvation Army and stuff like that. There's nothing I can help you.
I thought you meant fell off.
What
like,
you gonna help her with,
ooh,
Marky
she-
Mark?
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing I can help you with.
Okay.
What can you help her with?
Prayer.
I think you should take back everything that you just said. You're not willing. No.
I'll take it all back.
That was funny.
That gets me off the hot seat. I'll take it back.
I stand on what I said. I don't care if you done fell off, you done gained weight, or done lost weight. You hungry, you starving, you broke, you rich.
But you know what? Like
I'm your ex for a reason.
real talk though. Like I had to learn the hard way that you have to establish boundaries
Yeah.
when it comes to exes.
You not. I learned this weekend. I talked to a therapist for the first time. You are not responsible for other people.
No.
As much as who you brought into this world, your daughters is all you responsible. And then when you get married, other than that, we got to stop putting the burden of other people on us. Like I'm not responsible for that. And the reality of it is this is like I feel bad, and like you said, I pray. If I got a couple dollars, I mean, maybe I got some change on me I can give you, but I can't feel bad because you fell on hard times. Yeah. Like, listen, we all life be lifing.
Yeah.
And it is what it is, but I can't take on that burden of that other person. Whether you
I learned to put
you an ex, a mother, fuck.
put
Like, I'm
limits
just
to
playing.
my
I'm just
compassion.
playing.
Like because great to tell you, like I would, for some people I would literally give my the shirt off my back for some people, but I had to learn through life that I didn't die on anybody's cross to save anybody.
That's right.
So
And with that being said, let me double back a little bit. I don't know anybody's heart. So I'm not saying don't help out people because, your heart is different than my heart.
Yeah.
If you see this person and it's tugging at your heart to help this person out, by all means, help that person out. But at the same time, don't feel responsible for another person's, they falling off. Because that's, but if your heart tells you to, lead this person to the Salvation Army, go give them a little Wendy's, something. I don't recommend just giving people that look like they fell off straight cash. If you hungry, let's go get something to eat. I'm gonna drive. You just meet me there. How long it's gonna take you to walk. But
Dang.
I'll make sure you got a meal once you get there.
and then if they really need help, I've learned to offer that both me and the relationship that I'm with will both help you out.
Yeah.
If they refuse it, then that kind of shows what their motives.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, with that being said, if your heart leads you, by all means,
Y'all joke is silly. All right. Are you guys the type of people that let's say you're in a relationship, right? Or you ain't even got to be in a relationship, right? You could be in a relationship, or let's say it's just somebody that you're talking to, maybe messing around with. And a person may be across the room, or you ain't paying no attention to them at first, right? And then you happen to look, and they looking at their phone and they smiling. Smiling in a way that's like,
What you smiling about?
yeah, it's like, hell, you over here smiling at? Like, are y'all the type of people to question, like, hey, what's funny? Or what you smiling at? Who got you smiling like that? What you smiling at? Because they smiling at the way they ain't smiled at you in a while, right? But they smiling at their phone, like, are you guys the type of people to question that?
absolutely.
Why?
I have a right to know what the hell you smiling at. If you ain't smiling at me, I'll leave it at that.
I don't know. I wasn't one of those when I was in a relationship. Maybe I should have been. Probably would have prevented some things. But no, I wasn't. Like, I don't know. That's not a thing of mine. I don't even think that I would do that in my next relationship.
Was you wondering?
What the fuck are you smiling at?
And not that they
Anybody
even gotta
say all that.
Yeah, not that they gotta be negative
I
right off
said
back.
that.
Because it may not be
Anybody saying do all that?
negative, but it just you could be watching TV or whatever, and then you just happen to look and they over there just not even that. It could be a silent one of them big smiles, just like, and you looking like this joke look like.
Hey, bro, would you believe I got accused of cheating because I smiled in my dream?
Wait.
What?
I ain't know people smile in their dreams.
Wait a minute.
I guess I was smiling or whatever, and they like, who you dreaming about?
Why you was sleeping?
Hey, but I think every guy has been woke up because of a dream.
Right.
I done had a full blown attitude because of a dream.
Yup,
See,
me too.
Full-blown
listen,
ones.
been woke up because of a god doggone dream that you done had, and I'm laying right next to you. How am I cheating on you, laying right next to you?
Maybe it wasn't that night.
Yeah, that's what they say afterwards. But I had a dream that you cheating on me. You woke up and you seen me. That means leave me alone.
Nope, because why am I dreaming about this?
Maybe you
Of
just
all
watch,
the things I could dream of,
Maybe
you
you just
cheating in
watch,
my dreams.
But you ain't told me to dream of when you was out cheating, though.
You didn't have that dream.
No, you did. Because you dreaming about Michael B. Jordan.
Who?
Not no more.
what happened with Michael B.
This white girl
what
said
did
that he
happen?
was bad in bed.
Nick Cannon's baby mom.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yep.
She did this interview. They hooked her up to a polygraph test. I don't know why she was hooked up to that. And she has said she had sex with a bunch of people. And they brought up Michael B. Jordan and asked, was he good in bed? And she said
She
no.
mentioned it previously on the show.
And the detector said, that is the truth.
Yes.
I said, now why you put this man's business out there like that?
She just scoring. He ain't with her.
Yeah.
She was just a jump off.
I mean, she got Nick Cannon.
The 23 other women do too.
Yeah, probably more.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Calm down there. No, I'm joking. I think even that's relative though, right? Because what's good to me may not be good to Nick.
Yeah.
So I may have a chick to be like, man, she was fire. And then,
To me, I'd be like, that's too much.
yeah, same thing. Guy may give you the business, but then
He a little
Shayla would be like, nah,
He a little too nasty.
it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
So I think it's all relative. You know, and then you get people who are just across the board that are just pretty good. Back to the question. So do you ever think that you would wonder why the individual was smiling?
I don't feel like I would.
Or it
I
wouldn't
just-
cross your mind. You just be like, oh, whatever.
yeah, like I'm not that type to like.
I mean, you just now put it in my head to think like that, though. Like,
Should
I've
I be
never
thinking
thought.
like
It's a
that?
question. I mean,
I've never really thought like that.
yeah,
but like
I don't-
now, I'm just like, if I see that, I might think
I
like
ain't
that.
saying go crazy about it,
Yeah.
but I think that it yields a question.
I've been accused of doing that.
smiling at a phone.
I've been accused of texting an ex while my boyfriend was right there.
Because of how you were looking at your phone?
Because how I was looking at my phone. I'm like, what?
So do you think that you know your facial expressions when you're texting and you're just in the moment?
No.
So could you have been potentially looking at the phone a certain kind of way?
I could have, because when I don't like something, my facial expression says I don't like it, and I don't even realize it.
Okay, but what about when you do like it? Does your facial expression say that as
I'm
well?
pretty sure I have some type of facial expression that says it.
So that's why he reacted that way.
Would y'all
But
feel?
what if it was just a friend? Like,
It could have been.
like,
No, it could have been.
Or like a
but
post
maybe
or
he
something.
but maybe he's seen a look on your face that he hadn't seen before, especially towards him.
do y'all feel like y'all owe y'all partners an explanation to y'all smiling at your phone?
Yeah, if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, if you ask, but I don't owe you anything just because I'm smiling at my phone.
It's not that you owe, but maybe it's one of those peace of mind, maybe. Again, because what if y'all was arguing for like a week,
Oh, see, if we were arguing, I would be petty.
and now you over there in your phone and you googly eyed at your phone, and now he over there like, yeah, okay, who she over there smiling at?
Let you think whatever you want.
So you wouldn't give him.
If he asked, but if you're going to make an assumption just because we're in an argument and you assume now that I'm going to cheat on you just because we're arguing, then yeah, like I feel like that's stupid.
Okay. So it would go no further than that.
What do you mean?
Like as far as the assumption or the curiosity, you guys just wouldn't care.
No,
You two wouldn't care.
I don't.
Are there any boundaries that you guys would implement into a relationship going into them now, based upon something that you've done or went through in the past?
Seeing how other people are right now and in the past, yes, definitely.
Okay. Like what?
Like, if I'm dating someone, I don't want you to be friends with the person that you was messing around with, because I know of a person who is still friends and the wife doesn't even know that him and her were messing around. So I would not want to be blindsided and end up finding out in the past, like, wait a minute,
I don't want you
y'all was
communicating
messing
with
around
them at
before
all.
one time, and I never knew this, and you just introduced this person to me as your friend, but you never told me that you guys were messing around. That, yeah, I would not do it.
Yeah, I don't want you communicating with that.
Goes to the whole friend thing.
What friend thing?
Guys and women and men being friends, platonic friends.
I still think that you can have platonic friends. You can have just platonic friends, but once you cross those boundaries, then no.
Okay.
You disagree, but
Respectively.
They don't think that you can be friends with guys and girls.
we've had that conversation.
I don't think that's mutual.
Yeah, most of the time it's one-sided.
Yeah, maybe y'all might feel like y'all can, but I can guarantee y'all friends might see it a different way. That they might not ever be honest with y'all.
Yeah,
Is that a gender thing?
I think so.
No
What?
offense.
What?
But like I think we're more apt to emotionally disconnect from people that we've previously been with than perhaps maybe many ladies are. It's not saying that we don't care or anything, but
Well, that's not what I was saying, though.
okay.
Like, you're saying somebody that you messed with.
Right.
Like, if I've never messed with you, we've never had those type of feelings, there's never been those type of
gotcha.
emotions.
Gotcha.
Yes, you can be
Okay.
platonic friends.
Okay. But it's impossible to be platonic with somebody you've already.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
That's
that's,
what I was-
impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
What about you, Miss Sayo?
We already did my take on this friends and girls, guys and
We didn't
girls
even talk
friends.
about that. We talking about the boundaries.
Oh, what?
She is so
I thought I had a forgetful memory.
What boundaries would you institute going into a relationship?
You know, I've been thinking about this actually because
She got right into it.
people. Excuse me.
No, just you went right into it head on. I like that.
Thank you. Cause like every now and then, well, not every now and then, but like nowadays, like majority of people have kids. So the boundary that I would need to create is like if me and you are in a relationship, then like you guys need to just like strictly co-parent. Like your baby mom shouldn't be calling you at 2-3 o'clock in the morning if it's not pertaining to you guys' child. Like I feel like these are boundaries like that my spouse should set so that I don't have to like, that's not my job. I don't feel like to do, this is not my child's mother. This is your child's mother.
Yeah.
And I just feel like stuff like that, because I was talking to my friend the other day and she had found out that this guy that she liked, that they were supposed to be together, whatever. He had a kid. Well, he's got a kid on the way. And I was
she
like,
like
dang
him or
girl,
they
you gonna
together?
be, no, they like each other real bad. They probably will end up together. So I was like, dang girl, you gonna be a stepmom. And we was just talking about stuff like that. She was like, no, because I can't deal with no baby mama drama and all of this. But I was like, it really doesn't even have to be like baby mom drama if there's boundaries set. So yeah, like I just feel like,
My question to people though is like, why entertain a relationship if you know like you can't do something?
if what?
Like you say like, okay, you really like a person, y'all about to be together, but this person had a child, and I would assume he had a child when you met him.
No. Well,
Please.
in her situation, no. Like the kid is on the way right now.
Wait,
So, but she know that I don't want to be a stepmom and I can't deal with baby mom. Why do we keep going on with a relationship?
I don't know.
I guess it's just a rhetorical. It's not asking you. I'm just saying, like, why do people do that? Is my question. It's like, why do we try to force a square, was it peg into a circle hole?
I think people be thinking that it'll be like easier than what it is, because I have a friend right now, like her and her guy are together still, and they like separated for a little bit. She did her own thing, he did his own thing, but the product of his own thing was a child. So, and they both agreed to like work on their relationship. So like sometimes she has moments of where, it's like she's not, doing so well. And like my advice to her was just like, if you agreed to, y'all agreed to take each other back, like you can't keep throwing this up in his face.
Oh, man.
Like you can't keep using this as an excuse for one day, oh, you're mad. And it's just like, well, you can't do that. Like you both agreed to work on this. You knew that this baby was on the way. Now that the baby is here, I really don't think she understood what all it was going to come with. Like there's going to be times where he's going to have to leave to go see the child. And you can't catch an attitude if he's leaving to go see the kid. The kid is not always going to be able to just come to your house where you are to make you comfortable. Like, heck, the mom might not be on that. But at the same time, I told her, you also need to make sure that if you guys are in a relationship, that there are boundaries between him and her as well. So I don't know. I just think people think it might be easier said than done. But
This
then
has been my question to people, and I would ask her, like, why continue that relationship if you know like this is gonna be a problem? I think that people think that it's like we overlook small problems and it turn into something big later on. I just personally think you're good enough to find another person that you will like. You don't have to settle with something that you know is going to be a problem.
That's why some people I know will not date a man with kids. Even if they have kids, they will not date a man with kids at all because they don't want to go through that.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. I don't think I ever met one like that. I'm just saying, what are you looking at?
I ain't say nothing.
I'm just saying, I've never heard... you don't come across, or you don't hear often women who already have kids that they wouldn't date a man with kids. You don't hear that. Usually it's women that don't have kids that'll say that.
Me personally, if I wasn't married, I don't know if I could be with a woman with kids.
Now, more men definitely say that.
And it's nothing against her because there's phenomenal single women that have kids. It would probably, I don't know, it might, and I don't even know if this to be true. I'm just speaking off of maybes. It might bother me for another man to say that's my baby mom.
I just feel like there's always a chance of like, it's always going to be something there, no matter how long. Like I was looking at Instagram the other day, and y'all all know who Lil Scrappy and Erica is.
Oh, yes.
I seen a picture come. I didn't read it though.
Like,
What happened?
well, they like kick it now. And it could, I don't know the depths of it, but it's just
They used
like,
to hate each other.
yes, like he's been in a relationship since her. She has 2 other children, like since their kid. But it's like, they just out kicking it, like at a basketball game and concerts together, just having a Baja blast. And I'm just like, see, I don't know if I could do that. Then I was watching this show called First Wives Club on Netflix, and then like they were married, they separated, she was all, thoughting and bopping, and he was in a whole relationship. But then like at the kid's birthday party where they both were, everybody went home, and then they fucking around in the bounce house. So it's just like, see, you know what? They always find a way to reconnect because y'all just, y'all had a kid together. I just feel like it's always something there. And I don't believe people when they be like, oh, me and my baby daddy or me and my baby mom, we just blah, 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 blah. It's always in the back of my head that it's like, no. At one point in time, y'all hunching, y'all sending some messages, flirting, doing something. And it could be some case. Yes. I'm not saying every case, but it could be some cases where it's like, no, it's strictly like we had a kid, we both moved on. I don't want her, he don't want me, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But no, I think
sometimes you can tell when somebody's still messing with theirs.
I don't know.
How can you tell exactly?
Like, I feel like sometimes you just kind of like get that vibe, like, oh, like
intuition. No,
because I know where you're going at with that.
I do feel like there's something always going to be there,
like a woman's intuition, right? Or a guy's gut feeling. It's all the same, right? Gut feelings, intuition. At the end of the day, right? Can't we really say that the same way you feel about baby mom, baby dad dynamic could also be the same for 2 individuals who don't have kids together at all?
Maybe if you want to.
If we messed around before, we ain't got no kids, but we got history.
But why you still hanging out with the person
we
that
can
you
mess
messed with?
around the same way.
Absolutely.
A baby mom and a baby dad can. Years later, we could reconnect the same way a baby mom and a bad baby dad does. Like, it's legit the same exact thing.
I just feel like that kid just ties them.
Nelly and Ashanti.
The kid may give you an excuse to come back, like, oh, I'm gonna just use the kid as a. But over here with single people, they just use something else as an excuse.
I agree. I think that anybody that you've been with, that you had sex with, I mean, I feel like there's always going to be something there, whether it's stronger or smaller, whether it's a kid or not a kid. There's always going to be something there, whether we like it or not. I believe in soul ties. I believe that you are going to be connected to that person emotionally and mentally. Whether it's stronger or whether it's small, I just think there will be something there that can always be sparked by memory and emotion or something like that if you're not careful. Yeah. So that's why, like you said, being friends with a person that we was once together, a memory might spark a restaurant. Oh, you remember we used to do that? Oh, we did have good times. And it's like something might spark that initial emotion that brought us to each other in the first place. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I think that there's something there, whether it's a kid involved, a kid not involved, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, there's always going to be something there. I
think we've just been conditioned to believe that the whole, as long as you got a kid together, then, you always bound. It's like, we bound no matter what. Like, I don't need a kid to be bound to you.
Yeah, I agree.
And I could dislike you and walk away from you whether you got my kid or not. I think that just goes both ways. And still relative. But everybody doesn't have to fall into the stereotype, though. Because would you go back to your kid's mom? Mm-hmm. Have you? No. Right. You have kids. What about you?
What about me?
You go back to your kid's dad?
I mean, I had a second kid with him.
How long has it been?
It's been 9 years. So.
Would you go back?
No.
But you could be like Lil Scrappy and Erica.
I would actually love for us to be cool. I would. But.
Uh-oh.
Stop being messy.
Not like that. No.
No, like I do honestly think that everybody should be cool. I don't see why you cannot be cool with the person that you're in the relationship, well, even if you wouldn't in a relationship, but have a kid with. There is nothing, because the doggone relationship with the kid is independent of that with the individual. There's no reason why you can't be cool, but people make it harder than it has to be.
I think anytime where there's emotions involved, man, it's gonna just kind of flare up situations. Yeah. That person, I mean, we can cover it up by saying, we're not cool, but that person can still have strong feelings for you. And that's why she don't want to be cool with you, or he don't want to be cool with you, because it's like they ultimately never let you go. I think it's a lot that can go into that basket. Yeah. I think if you get two people that moved on, there's no reason why y'all can't have a decent relationship for the sake of the kids.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let me pick on y'all real quick.
Hot seats.
What is the template or blueprint of a good woman? Because I feel like...
Wow, that's a great question.
I feel like across the board, no matter who you ask, man or woman, if you ask them what's the template or blueprint of a good man, you're going to get the same answer.
What is the answer?
Protect, provide, man of good character, man of his word. Probably a few more that we can list. And all men are going to say that. And then women are going to say the same thing. But when we ask what the template and blueprint is of a good woman, we'll have, if we had 100 women, we may end up with 100 different answers.
What do you hear?
Well, it's all relative, right? Some women will automatically go to cook, clean, but we know that of a, old school traditional woman has been long gone for some time. But they'll go to that even though they don't provide those attributes. You know what I mean? It'll go to what everyone thinks that we want to hear. Someone who takes care of her business, someone who raises kids, if they have kids, someone, it's very surfacey, but you'll get different answers from different women. So there's no across the board, not that it has to be, I'm not saying that, but I'm just bringing it out there that where basically men have no expectation of what a good woman is going to be, but women are very comfortable having that expectation of what a good man is.
I think because we were raised on fairy tales and Disney movies that we have this expectation from what Disney has set that all these kings and these fathers provide. Literally every Disney movie is like that. Most of them. So a lot of girls were raised on that, wanting that Disney life, and that's just not what we have.
Okay.
I'm really thinking about this question because, like, part of me feels kind of like it's. Well, you said the template, so never mind. I don't know. I think people do, like you said, go to that. Oh, she's a nurturer. She cooks. She cleans. You know, but I don't know, because it's like I think it depends on like the type of person that you are, honestly. Because I could be like, oh, I feel like I'm a good woman because I cook, I clean. You know, I talk my man off when he wants me to. I got my own house, car, this. But at the end of the day, somebody could also be like, that don't make you a good woman. Yeah. Like anybody could have that. Mm-hmm. So like that's why I'm like I don't have like a full answer, because I really think that's like a good question, but I don't have like a full answer right now, because I feel like anything that you say, and that goes like vice versa with men and women. Like somebody could also combat it and be like, I could go get her from, you know, down the street and say she got these same qualities, but that don't mean she a good woman, or that don't make him a good man. So, wow, I don't know.
I honestly feel like it's from every different man's perspective, but whatever that man wants. So as for me, I feel like that was loud.
Your stomach is a paid actor today.
No, but I feel like a good woman is just someone where you see that when it's her character, her morals, how she is, like the way she carries herself, respectfully, like, and I think I had said this before. A lot of women are talking about, I bring you peace, and it's like, no, not everybody who sit there. To me, in my opinion, everybody who will sit there and say, I bring you peace or I brings peace are the same exact ones who bring the drama.
Yeah, I mean, there's women that bring you peace, though.
Mm-hmm. No, but they don't say it. They don't have to say it.
I think that I had a question. I wanted to hear what y'all was going to say first. And I do agree with both of y'all. I think a lot of times I don't think there is a template or blueprint for either or. Because, like, you know, as a man, you could say, oh, provide, protect, all this different stuff. And that very same man could be an asshole. Mm-hmm. You could say, I can cook and clean and top him off, and that very same woman could
be doing the same thing for somebody else.
Or she could be doing it to you, but she
could be the
annoying
crackhead down the
as
street.
crap. Just because you do that.
That doesn't make you a good
person. I think that it's the intangibles of what that person needs. Like, you don't really. It's hard to say what. Like, I don't think I know what a good man. I don't think I would know what a good man is until I had a woman that I could be good to, and then she can tell me like the stuff that I think that makes a good man. Typically, for everybody, it might not be the same thing.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, do you believe that a good man can't find a good woman unless he is a good man?
I think that you attract who you are. I definitely think that it's hard for you to find a person with character if you don't have character. I think it's hard for you to find a woman that has morals if you don't have morals and values about yourself. And I'm not saying you can't, but it's gonna be hard for you to find somebody if you walk around and you're not a good person. You're not gonna attract a good person. Not gonna be with a bad person.
I disagree with that.
I ain't gonna be with them for long.
You find them out here, especially if if you find someone who's able to save face.
Yeah, I take that back. Yeah, because and I'm gonna throw this at the women. I'm not generalizing. There's a lot of good women that stay with trash dudes for I don't know why.
And vice versa though. There's a lot of women. There's a lot of
good dudes,
female bullies out here.
Yeah.
But they were good dudes. Genuinely good dudes.
Let me take that back because we know them.
Yeah.
But I think that to be a good person, I think it's hard. I think it is like subject to who you're with.
I don't think there is a template now.
I don't think it is.
I don't think there is a template.
And to put a man in a box or put a woman in a box based on what the world tells you a good person is, it's kind of like you're gonna miss out on some good
So
people.
that of what the expectation is of, like, let's just say in general, what women would say of a man,
Mm-hmm.
you know, as long as if he's a good man, if he protects, provides, that general expectation.
It's not necessarily it. You know, it's not it, because you can find a dude that make a lot of money. You can find a dude that will protect his house, and you wind up miserable because that same person's like, he doesn't give you the romance, he doesn't give you the attention, he doesn't give you your love languages that you need and all the different stuff. But yeah, he can protect and provide as the best of them. But it's like, if you're not touching that woman's love languages or that man's love languages, and you're doing the things that they need, being a team. Like I was at a conference this weekend, so we listened to these two couple, and they gave us the 12 commandments. They call lovepreneurs. They gave us the 12 commandments, and none of them in those 12 commandments had anything to do with cooking, cleaning, protecting, any of the baseline stuff. It was be a team. It was trust your spouse. It was allow her to, I don't know all of them, but it was some of the stuff that's like you never would think of that the average person would say that a good woman is or a good man is. It's none of that stuff. And when you get in a relationship, you'll realize, okay, yeah, you make a lot of money. Yeah, you might cook. Man, you might cook and keep my house clean. But like you said, I come home and da-da-da-da-da, where you been at, da-da-da-da-da, who you smiling your phone, all this different stuff. Hey, my house is cooked, my house is clean, I got some food, but you don't bring me no peace.
On the show that I'm watching, the First Wives
How was
Club.
it done? It's like, nah, I was joking.
The First Wives Club. Like, so there is 3 women, and then this particular couple, he like checked all the boxes. Like, people without being like knowing from the inside, people would label him as a good man. Like, he was running for senator, they had money, like on the pictures and stuff, like he looked like a good man, he's a father, this, that, and the third. So like that's a good man, Savannah. Like, that's how they was labeling him. But his wife at home, like, it was a scene like within the first episode, my boy, was going to town on his meat with his hand, and he was watching porn. Then you heard what I said.
No, but I mean, I don't understand what you said.
He was beating his meat to porn. So then she like got in the
masturbation.
bed. Whatever, I said what I said. She got in the bed and she, trying to kiss on her. He like, I'm not ready yet. Hold on, I'm not ready yet. So then she, got a little salty, and then he put his laptop down. He was like, yeah, babe, I'm about to give it to you. I'm about to give it to you. His words exactly. So she was like, hold on, wait a minute. And I guess this is lube like on her dresser, because she pumped it and then rubbed down there. And then I swear to everything, it was 3 pumps. He was like, and then got off and was like, woo, I just gave it to you, babe.
I just gave it to you. Show?
Yes,
like
but
a
it's
reality show, or like,
I don't want to say it's not reality TV. They just put it on Netflix. It's called First Wives Club. It's got Jill Scott in it and some other people. I'll show it to you. But it was so funny because like everybody else would label him as like this fantastic man, thinking he got it all. But his wife, like, that was a part of her marriage where she was unhappy at. Another part was like she was his campaign manager while he was running for senator, and she was, before that, she was a lawyer. So she felt like, oh, like, I put my stuff to the back burner for you because you want me to help you run this campaign. So like, I don't feel like you pay attention to the things that I want. It's always about you. That was another thing where she was unhappy at, but everybody else will label him as a good man. So I don't think that like there is a template for like a good man or a good woman. I feel like that person is, if you label them as a good man or a good woman, situational. Like, if you needed them or whatever the case may be during that time and they showed you something different or something like that. I don't know. But as an overall template, I don't think there is one.
You know what I believe? If you don't truly know yourself from the inside out, I don't think you can really know what a good person looks like to you. Mm-hmm. I think that if you don't know you, the direction your life is going in, your goals, dreams, all of that different stuff, I don't know if you can possibly choose a person that's right for you. And I think most of us don't know who we are. Like, we was asked this question, shout out my man, Marcus Y. Rozier. He asked us this question over the weekend. I'm actually, and I guarantee probably nobody can answer this. You got to sit with this. Who are you? But you have to answer who you are based on, when somebody asks who you are, we answer questions that's all out of our control. Our name that wasn't given to us, our birthday that we have no control of time, our works, what we do that typically a lot of people have is situational, is life. But we can never answer a question who we are based on what we control about ourselves.
Didn't he ask that last year or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Similar to it.
Yeah, similar.
So
He's saying like when we say who we are, we usually go to our name. I'm Sile, but we don't control that. Our parents gave us our name. We say I'm 30 years old. Can't control that neither. We don't know when our parents got we can't control when they conceived us. A lot of the things that we answer to, we have no control. I live here. A lot of people live where they was typically born. They got to stay there. But people can't answer who they are without giving information or variables that we don't even have control over.
I don't know. I think I can answer it about myself, though. But I've also done a lot of work.
Yeah, you've done the self-work.
I've done I've done a lot of work on myself. So, I mean, I can go to it, but you're right though. There's a
most people can't.
Most people, majority of people can't answer.
And if you don't know yourself, you don't know where you're going. You don't know your goals. You don't know your life. You don't know your dreams, values. You don't even know what your core beliefs are. How can you possibly choose the right spouse?
And it's hard to make boundaries when you don't.
Yeah,
and that's why most people cave on their boundaries and end up with people they shouldn't be with, and that's friends, relationships, and even family members. Staying around family members too, because those boundaries get bent out of shape simply because you don't know who you are, and you won't. And even for people who are on the journey of figuring out like who you are, they can get easily derailed because of empathy, or because they're not standing on who they are, who they're learning who they are. So it's a lot of variables in there that play a part in there. A lot of people will get mad at who you are because you hold firm on your boundaries, and a lot of people will get mad, and you got to learn not to care.
Yeah, but a lot of us, I think it's virtually impossible to pick the right person for you if you don't know yourself.
I agree with that. It's hard, but you can learn together if two people are headed in the right direction. I believe you can do it together. I think it's better if you figure out who you are prior to getting into a relationship, because it's a lot of stuff that's going to end up being poured out onto you on purpose, by accident, however you go end up dealing with a lot of mess. So it's good stuff. I got 2 more questions for y'all. Do you guys think, how often do we allow right and wrong to occupy the same space?
What?
You have to break that down a little bit.
How often do we allow right and wrong to occupy the same space? So
People do it in relationships all the time.
yeah, but you figure if you do it in relationships, you do it everywhere else as well, right? So it's not even just strictly for relationships. A lot of people go straight to relationships about this stuff. But your stomach, occupying the stomach. I want to extract something right now, but you can look at it in friendships. You look at it in business, partnerships, relationships. Because how you are in one thing is how you are in all. So if you like this in one area of your life, you're definitely like this all over. But we allow right and wrong to occupy the same space. And we can go to boundaries. We could go to a lot of different things, but this is why a lot of us stay troubled. A lot of us stay toxic because we allow two different entities that are not supposed to occupy the same space to occupy the same space. So when we sit there and we actually think about that in all phases of our own lives, like how often do we allow right and wrong to occupy the same space? And how much of that affects our everyday life?
I need an example.
Then we probably would be willing to admit.
Yeah,
I have to agree
that when it comes to freedom and clarity, it often doesn't come at a place of convenience. So there's some things that possibly we need to confront that's uncomfortable to confront. Like we might be one uncomfortable conversation away from truly being free within our minds, but I don't know what the hesitation might be in some cases, but by and large, when right and wrong occupy the same space, that means that we're in some point of mental anguish, and there's a battle taking place, and there's possibly some things that we're not willing to let go of, in those moments.
I saw this quote, and it said you can't heal in the same place that you hurt. And that when you first started asking that question, that's what that made me think about. I agree with Mark too. I think we do allow it to happen more often than none, or more than we're willing to admit, in the sake of, oh, it'll get better, or oh, it's not that bad. But like when you actually look at it like in depth and realize like, oh, it is that bad, or it's not gonna get better. So yeah, I think rather often, honestly, a lot.
I have to agree with both of them. Unfortunately, I think it happens a lot more than we are gonna admit to, like Mark said. I think that we should, on a daily basis, be trying to cultivate our lives. I read a book called The Pumpkin Plan. It's a business book, but principles still kind of relate. And it talks about basically like it referenced growing your business, like how people grow massive pumpkins. And one of the things that he talked about is like, if you do not actively, clean out your garden, the weeds, it's basically referring to like your clients. But if you're not actively taking out the bad and cultivating for the good, then it will suck all the nutrients away from everything good. And so I believe the same thing in life. If you're not actively with your friends, if you're not actively seeking out to, live your life and have like the better people around you, I think that the bad people will suck all the good things out of you and all your time and resources out of you. Same thing with a relationship. I think that the longer you're in a bad relationship, it might hinder you from finding your good person if you let that situation keep going. And I would have to agree with Mark wholeheartedly. Man, a lot of us is one honest conversation away from being truly free. Yeah. And I think that we are not honest with ourselves enough and honest with other people enough to just really be free.
Yeah. Can I speak to something on that?
Absolutely.
This is for those like myself who really don't like confrontation, and it's like that. It's kind of like a fear of the unknown. Yeah. And for me, I had to learn that some confrontation is healthy when it comes to standing up for yourself, when it comes to really identifying the things that are going to benefit you at the end of the day. And I think one term you kind of alluded to earlier was that codependency, where we are so ardent and we just really concentrate on what benefits other people, but then we put ourselves in last place. Yeah. You know what I mean? And going back to the boundary question, that's the boundary I had to put in place for any relationship, friendship, or whatever I'm in. Like, if it gets to the point where I'm uncomfortable, where I don't want to do something, I'm just not going to do it. Yeah.
I tell you, my new thing is, and I talked to Jerry about this, going forward, 2024, I don't think everybody should get the same version of you. I don't think everybody deserves to get the same version of you. The version of what we give to our loved ones shouldn't be the same version that we give to everybody else. Everybody else don't deserve it. I think people take advantage of that. Mm-hmm. I've been in a place where it's like I have, I'm friendship with everybody. I'm the funny person that keeps everybody laughing. I'm the lovable person. But I feel like everybody don't deserve that version of myself. And I found in 2023, so many people are taking advantage of me thinking I'm just, he's cool, he's funny. So it's like in business, I get you when I get, everybody don't deserve the same version of us. And I think that's when it comes into that boundaries of like, who gets what version of me? How much do I allow you to see and all of that different stuff of who I am? Because people will take advantage of you. Yeah. I figured out over this weekend, they said there's a difference from family members and relatives, or family and relative. There's a lot of friends that's family. There's a lot of family that's just relatives.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
Do you guys cheer for your loved ones?
Do we do what?
Cheer for your loved ones. I would say in a healthy manner.
Yeah.
When they do something good or like an accomplishment?
Listen.
That's a loaded question.
Just in general.
Yeah.
Right? So let me give you an example. We can, since y'all love relationships, let's talk about relationships, right? Marriage. Do you guys cheer? Let's imagine everyone is married here, right? Except for me. All right, so when your man or your woman gets home, are you as excited to see them as you are to see Usher, Chris Brown, whoever your favorite artist or celebrity is, actress, Rihanna, whoever excites you.
Yep.
And whenever a song comes on, you at the concert, you like, oh my God. Do you get that excited when your man or woman come home?
Like all the time?
Yes. It doesn't even necessarily have to be every time they walk in the door. Nah, but just like, do you make them feel good the way that you would want yourself to feel good?
I would say it's a different type of excitement. But yes, I'm genuinely happy to come home and see my wife. It's a different type of excitement to see it, obviously a person that you just see on TV and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm genuinely, I wouldn't say I'm bad. I'm happy to come home to my wife. I don't know if I'm excited and thrilled and oh my God every time. But yes, after a long...
But do you give her some of that action sometimes?
Not as much as I should, but yes, I try to.
Okay.
She would probably say no, but I try.
We're going to fix that then, right?
Yeah, it made me feel bad about myself. But sometimes I don't show on my external. It's not always what I feel inside. Yeah. So it's hard for me sometimes because she'll be like, well, Shamar's good for her. You didn't tell me I'm beautiful today. And I struggle because it's like, I think you're beautiful. But you didn't tell me that, and I got to apologize. But it's like, and I had to tell her, like, just because I don't always say it and I got to do better, I might not seem excited, but I'm like, oh, thank God to have a wife here that I could come home and feel good to be next to.
Yeah.
And it might not. And I got to do better to show that on the outside so she can feel that. Mm-hmm. But, a lot of times that's my problem is I don't always show on the outside what's on the inside. Yeah. Yeah, I struggle with that.
I've been like that my whole life.
Like excited?
Like I would get super excited, but when I'm feeling like I'm super excited to someone else, it's like, she's not that happy. And I'm like, dang, I really am. Like, but I feel like the older I get, the more excited I actually look. Because my mom used to tell me my grandparents and parents would get us gifts and we'll get excited and happy. But she said it would just look like we were ungrateful. And I'm like, what? You thought that? Like, so, but if I had a man, yes, I would definitely feel super excited to see him and jump on him and hug him.
Consistently.
If you
for no reason.
Like, if I'm irritated with him, I'm gonna still be happy, but I don't want you to feel like I'm happy. Like, so
you got some growing to do.
I want to, but like I'm irritated with you. Like, back up.
So you got some growing to do then.
Okay.
I mean, because why would you want to do that?
I'm irritated with you.
Okay. Saya, what about you?
You're annoying. I feel like not all the time, but I feel like in my last relationship, I was like happy like that, but it wasn't like perceived correctly or like, I don't even want to say reciprocated, just accepted well. It was like dude, what is you doing? Like, back up or get off me or what did you do? Like that. Like, so it wasn't like accepted well. So I don't know. I hope like in my next relationship, like it would be, taken well the way that I'm giving it off. Mm-hmm. And y'all know how like bubbly and like outgoing and weird I am. So like, that's how it was, but it wasn't like accepted the way that I wanted it.
I feel like
to
with
be,
that,
so.
like dealing with that, it makes you like, dang, it kind of makes you kind of shut
and
down.
That's what it did. Like over time, it kind of like made me like withdraw a little bit.
That's what happened with my last. So yes, like I would be super excited. And I was like, dang, like, can you be happy? Like,
what if opposites attract? It's just not him.
But it doesn't have to be you to accept loving. Like it doesn't, because it literally was like, dude, what is you doing? Like get back up. Okay,
that's a lot.
Like I get you happy, but Ari, like you doing a lot. So like that, it doesn't have to be you to accept. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey,
No, but then you want me to keep being excited for you to like nudge my head, like no, get out of here. So like I hope my next relationship, because I want to live in your skin.
Yep.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I want to live in your skin. But as you asked the question, you said consistently, no.
I don't think.
That's hard.
I don't think
That's because
I don't think
even
you
he
can
compared
do
it
it.
to like a singer. If I see Chris Brown for a week straight, the same excitement that I had the first day I seen him, I'm not gonna have the seventh day.
Okay, so here's just a tiny bit of context is some people never receive that level of excitement, period, from their significant other. So even that one time that you do it, like that joker's looking like, well, she ain't never been
know
that happy to
what?
see me, talk to me. She ain't never cheered for me like that.
But I feel like everybody is gonna have that because the celebrity that you think is just drop dead gorgeous, they walk up to you, you gonna probably what's the chick name that was
making good.
fuck no. Okay, her, but the chick name that was at House of Blues. What was her name?
Coco.
Oh, Coco.
No.
Oh,
Yeah. You
Haven.
see exactly. You see that?
Haven was fine.
Look at that. You see Haven.
Haven was fine.
See, I just saw this video.
You see that?
Doc
You
Haven.
probably ain't doing that for your woman. Oh,
I am.
Damn, you fine.
Oh no, I am.
7 straight days.
I will.
I don't know. You,
You would
probably
do
had
that
a
for your
little more
woman. You
for
would give that
Haven.
same
100%.
energy.
100%.
You would give that same energy to your
They don't
woman.
call me Chocolate City for no reason.
Oh my God.
But ask somebody.
Mark, can you answer the question to stop him from talking, please? This man is sick.
No, but I actually just saw this video online. It was this couple that had just got married, and somebody posted at the top of it saying, "I would have divorced her that day."
Dang.
Because the husband was standing there and he had brought on a singer, like her favorite singer, to come sing at the wedding, and she was hugging on this singer while he's like singing to the crowd, but she's hugging him where his.
Oh no, he
Saw
should have
that?
punched her in her damn
Somebody
forehead.
posted like, "I would have divorced her that day," and she's like hugging, holding him, like
What was her husband doing?
he was just standing there.
That's embarrassing.
He was just standing there.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah,
And you as a woman, that's
and he had
embarrassing.
a smile on
Yeah.
his face.
The husband?
Yeah, he had a whole smile, and I feel like he
Ain't
only
no way
did it.
to save him.
Yeah, he only
shoulda
did it to
punched her
save
right in her
face.
forehead.
But it was like at first he was like
this.
he seemed like he wanted to be embarrassed, but he didn't want to give off that energy.
This is their wedding day?
Yes, this was their
He's
wedding.
singing at their wedding.
Yeah, it was at the wedding reception. Yep,
Who was the singer?
it was some African people.
Africans.
Hold on. So, never mind.
That probably was respected in their culture or something.
Ain't no way. Mark, what about you, Doc?
Well, I can allude to something Nick said earlier about not being the most outwardly expressive person, but I do feel like I show excitement through the actions that I get the woman that I'm with. And now when those things really start, being far and few between,
Yeah.
then that's probably where the alarm bells start going off a little bit. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I would feel some type of way though if I wasn't getting any type of reaction.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Idris or whoever walk in and they all falling out on the floor.
You see a level of excitement you ain't even know she was capable of.
It kind of makes me question myself, like, man, what am I doing?
Yeah. And then she go, well, I love you. Like, well, no, I don't. You in love with him, though.
But what if because I've seen guys who give so much more attention and excitement for a woman that they adore, but they don't give that to their girl, and I'm like, wait a minute, like, why aren't you giving? I've seen men give that much excitement to another woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, say for example, they say they're in love with Beyonce or something, but they're not giving. And they talk so highly of this person, but
The
they
only
don't do
man I
that
didn't
with.
see give love like that Beyonce was Glaze, so he ain't had no.
Okay, I'm not
no
talking
woman
about
that-
necessarily her. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying in general, like, he's not talking his wife or his girlfriend up like that, but he's talking this other female up. And so for me as a woman, I just would be like,
I mean,
like,
she's not his piece. I'm just joking around.
You gonna make her mad.
it could be a variable of reasons why, I don't know, but it's just in general though. Sometimes it's kind of like I would love to for everyone to just receive the same amount of excitement at least once or twice. That's my thing.
once or twice in your life or once or twice a
Bill
week.
Avery came.
Yes.
That's the Color Purple scenario.
But I ain't never understand that part of that movie.
What part of the movie?
Where Mr. and Suge Avery was doing their thing and Celie sitting there like,
Celie sure was ugly though.
You show is ugly.
to the fourth hour of the movie.
Man,
Right.
Man.
Yes. Hey, start cheering for your man and your woman more often. You know, even if they just got home from work, be happy because he didn't just did a 8, 10, 12-hour shift, and be excited that he just walked in the house. Sio, make Buddy proud that he walked in that house. And
Why you
seen
say her name like that? Do you do it?
Why would you say?
She got Buddy. I mean, you know,
Buddy.
I don't have a buddy.
Buddies.
Buddy,
Next time you see this,
buddy love.
I hate you so bad.
Yes, sir.
I think it's an opportunity to grow for me. I think the only people I've really outwardly shown that level of excitement for are my children, to be honest. But when it comes to family, those in relationship with friendships or whatever, you know, that would really probably make their day to see some type of reaction out of it. You know?
It makes them feel good because you never know what somebody went through. So this just isn't just strictly for relationships. This is also, like you said, for kids. If you haven't done that with your kids, cheer your kids on because you just never know what they're going through too. Your friends, do it for your friends. You know, so we're just talking and giving the example of a relationship.
I'll tell you this, though. A lot of people show their excitement in different ways, though.
That's true.
So it's like just because we might not be like Sal explained, like the bubbly, like, hey, you know, up and down. I'm a gift giver. I love to surprise my wife. I might, you know, I love she go to sleep, wake up to some nice gifts and stuff like that. Or I threw my wife a surprise party one time. I'm not the bubbly, like, hold you all day, you know, walk. And I need to do better, don't get me wrong. But I show my excitement in different ways, and I show my appreciation to her in different types of ways. So it's like, I think a lot of times, a lot of people, man, they start up here, and you can't maintain that level because it's new, and then now your real level is down here. Man, start out where you can keep up. Consistency is way better than up and down.
And if you're an excited individual, don't project that onto someone else who is not just super excited. I'm not saying that's what you did, all right? I'm just saying because his response was trash. So I'm just saying, but sometimes we expect our level of excitement out of everybody else. So that's all. All right, this is my last question. You have something?
I was gonna say it made me think about it in church, like when everybody's shouting and doing flips and all that stuff. Like,
Flips is crazy.
No, I've seen it all.
We think that's the way we gotta be hit by the Holy
Me,
Ghost.
I tend to get that Denzel Washington tear.
Or that glory.
Like, I'm happy in that moment, but I don't, you know, be doing all that.
Act like that.
I knew people that used to fake the Holy Ghost had the church going crazy.
Man.
But then the person get on the mic and they cuss everybody out. About, why ain't you praising them? Like, dude, leave me alone. I'm good.
Yeah.
Listen, on the way out of here, all right, this is our last one. We'll make this one quick. Would y'all forgive y'all significant other for catching y'all cheat?
Wait, what?
What?
Would you forgive your significant
Like, you know
other
what?
for
Yeah,
catching
you caught me getting my back smacked out, but I forgive you for catching me. Is that what you talk about?
Yeah.
Dre, go to hell. This is not. You are so unserious. Take us out of here.
Ah, like, where did you come up with
This is literally
question?
a joke.
I want to know where
How if my old lady would tell me, you need to forgive me for me getting smacked out.
What? Why? No.
Like, you know what?
That'd be
Don't
ran
worry
her
about
over.
it. I forgive you for going through my phone.
Yes. Would you? I mean,
Dre,
That's what they call gaslighting.
You're a joke.
That is
Like,
gaslighting. That is
where
like
did that
the
question come
definition
from?
of gaslighting.
so you wouldn't forgive your man for catching you cheat?
it's not even that's not even a discussion.
You would forgive him for catching you in the act of cheating.
There's nothing to forget. It's not.
Because he shouldn't have been there in the first place. Buddy should have been off at work. Because Buddy know you ain't cheering him on when he walk in. Y'all got any takeaways?
You are the
Don't
damn
listen to
takeaway.
that.
Take us a fucking way. You're insane.
Hey, I hope y'all all have a great Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Spend time with your family, your friends. Be thankful for just being here. Make this the best Thanksgiving you ever had.
You all are so thankful to have me. Really, you too.
Eat them chitlins.
Ew.
All right.
We are thankful.
Very
My birthday's
thankful.
coming up. I expect a gift from everybody.
Absolutely.
Maybe
I got
not
you.
y'all too, but these two,
I got you.
especially you, because you owe me for 2 years now.
What the?
She owe everybody.
No, I don't.
Yes, you told me you was gonna, take us all out to eat and pay for my meal.
I never said that.
Oh, I thought you did. Well, just you can just pay for me and my wife when we go out.
It's
That'll
not her
cover both
birthday.
years. That cover both years. Her plate and my plate will be 2 years.
December 5th.
What's December 5th?
Look at him. Look at him.
We'll discuss that off of here. Hey, just for y'all information as we get up out of here. No, as we get out of here.
Birthday.
Hey, Sayo is spearheading the AWWC. So if y'all got any questions, concerns, hit her up. Till then, play the moments, positive memories, stop the pain, keep the happiness on repeat. Peace.
Bye.